To perform the roll down manipulation in the thoracic spine to gap the two facets, and we're going to do a bilateral gap in this case, okay? Have your patient lying on the bed and quite close to you. And if your bed is soft, put a yoga mat on it to firm it up. Slide a little bit closer towards me, please. And you'll see this is a very popular manipulation, and there's many ways to describe to do it. Many people will straighten out this leg so that it feels less like the person is going to roll off the bed. I personally like having both of them bent. Figure out which one you prefer better. Okay. There are 3 positions that you can put the person's arms in using the principle of do no harm. And we're going to be pushing through the arms, so we want to make sure that we stiffen up the shoulders as much as possible. So the position that is actually best for stiffening up the shoulder girdle is I'll get Greg to place his hands behind his neck, interlaced fingers, jaw up, elbows together in the front. Now you're going to find a lot of your patients are not able to get their elbows together in this position, so you're going to have to go to a different position. So my next choice would be the contralateral arm crossed underneath, reaching as far as possible to the back to tighten up that shoulder, and I'm going to be pushing through that shoulder. If they have loose shoulders, you can roll up a towel and place it underneath them here. If there's something wrong with this right shoulder, then we're going to have to switch and go with the left one, again reaching as far under as possible, but you will feel that there's a lot more give when you do that. So those are your options, and my preference, and since Greg can, will be to put the hands behind his neck, elbows together in the front. Okay? Then lower the bed to approximately the height of the top of your patella. I prefer to stand on the right side of the bed because I am goofy foot and like to have my right foot forwards when water skiing, batting in baseball, etc. If you are the average or not goofy footed person, you're more apt to want to stand on the opposite side of the bed. I'm going to roll Greg towards me, and I've already warned him that there's a slight feeling like you might be rolling towards falling off, but not to worry, I've never let anyone before. Also, do not allow your patient to help you. You must be in control, and it's not that big a roll, and when they try to help you, they typically go too far. So I'm going to roll him towards me. I am going to place my hand under his inferior vertebra on either side transverse process. The middle phalanx on one, the scaphoid tubercle on the other. Notice I have a AA battery. By gripping that AA battery, I get that phalanx flatter, and there's much less compressive force there. And if you end up doing this manipulation, a lot of times it protects your hand. I am then going to, with Greg's assistant, lift him up and over and place him down onto my hand. Once I find the plane of the joint, then I am going to translate posteriorly till I get to R2. At R2, if he says it feels okay, I'm going to give an impulse, a quick thrust to separate those 2 facets. You may or may not hear a cavitation, and just let the patient know that so that they're not freaked out if they do hear it. But you can still be very effective so long as you are fast. They should always be fast and give a sense of, whoop, what was that? And you'll get a great neurophysiological response that helps to reduce muscle tone and thereby increase range of motion. Okay, Greg, so I'm standing square to the bed. My knees are against the bed. The only way he can fall off the bed is if he goes through me. I'm in charge, and I'm going to log roll him towards me until I can see my target joint. I put the flat of the phalanx on his left, scaphoid tubercle on his right. I come under his head. I use my hips to bring his legs back, and I make sure that both shoulders are equally off the bed, and I'm going to roll him down to here. Can you hold your head right there?
Yep.
I'm going to move my hand to his elbows to protect my sternum. Shear him posteriorly. Are you okay there?
Yep.
And twist. And that's how you perform a bilateral gap of the mid-thoracic spine.